Well, and you've also expressed in the past that one of the things that gives you your greatest sense of satisfaction is...
Well, a lot of businesses that come to me and say, I've already got a filming team, I've already got a studio,
So if somebody comes to you and they go, well, we don't need the whole package, we're doing a lot of it ourselves, would you charge them to consult? I mean, we've mentioned that it's a pretty elite clientele because they have to already have a good chunk of money in order to afford you.
It'd be like a company that's got a decent marketing budget. You know, newer companies might only have a few $1,000s to spend. To be able to invest a 6-figure amount over the course of a year, but to have a 7-figure return, you know, that's an investment that the right businesses are willing to make.
I guess that does make sense. And rather than trying to come up with their own team and with all the equipment and the strategy and the analytics.
Well, a lot of businesses that come to me and say, I've already got a filming team, I've already got a studio, they've tried to do it. There's just some missing ingredients, right? They're like, we film videos, we think they look good, how come they're not getting any views? And so, you know, who knows, maybe some of the things they're doing is right, but in the beginning we take everything over. We say, all right, we're going to hold your hand all along the way, from the strategy to the filming to the editing to the launch. And then when they're ready to start taking the reins back on some of the things themselves, we know we got them started right.
So to your point then, because some of this is very consultative. So if somebody comes to you and they go, well, we don't need the whole package, we're doing a lot of it ourselves, would you charge them to consult, you know, and give them some ideas?
Admittedly, I prefer not to. I've done it before, and even when I've charged $1,000 per hour to do that, it's exhausting to do it, and I feel like I'm not giving them the value that they really should get.
Yeah.
Like when somebody's working with me and we hold their hand and take them through all the steps and we do it for them in a lot of ways so that they see it and they come back again in a month and get better. And it's like, that's when I can really help somebody. That's when there's a real value there. But when people have hired me, you know, I've sold like a 4-hour package, so $4,000. We have 4 different hour-long calls. I get to the end and I'm like, I just don't feel like they got the value. I mean, they got the knowledge, but they could have just gotten my book or watched my YouTube videos. Because I'm not helping them along the way.
Well, and you've also expressed in the past that one of the things that gives you your greatest sense of satisfaction is being able to see something go from 0 to 60. You know what I mean? And being a part of that and watching it, as opposed to just one-offing, a little bit of advice here, a little bit of video there, you know what I mean? Like you take satisfaction out of seeing the whole, from soup to nuts, you know, the whole process. Yep. The system. He's a system guy.
I've got a gift for you, okay? I wrote a book. I published this earlier this year, but it took me 2 years to write. This is a book on how to leverage YouTube to generate leads in your business. And so if that's something that you want to do, I want to give you my book for free. Now, you do need to pay the shipping cost, but as long as you cover that, this is my gift to you. Just go to natesyoutubebook.com. I know if you read this book, you'll really be able to do what I've done on over 50 different YouTube channels and really leverage YouTube to generate leads. I've helped channels produce 7 and 8 figures just from following this strategy. Enjoy.